And we are back on the Engine Builder Show. Good morning, everybody. Our topic for today is why Gabe believes every entrepreneur should study project management. Again, we appreciate you guys tuning in, and as always, enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody.
There was always a ton to learn. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well, and I hope your week is successful so far, and that you're accomplishing your goals, and also taking time to learn and grow and invest in the relationships with the folks around you, because that is a huge part of our happiness and our success in life. And it's something that we definitely strongly believe here at Business Marketing Engine, that relationships are first. When we take time to invest in our relationships, then that's when things really grow and succeed. And so I hope that you are on that path today and doing well with that. As Jethro mentioned, what we're going to talk about today is why I believe every entrepreneur should study project management. And at first, this kind of honestly makes me not want to talk about it at all. And that the reason for that is because I am not a project manager. If you would have asked me, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and definitely, in my 20s and as a teenager, do you like project management? Do you want to be a project manager? Do you think project management is a good thing? I probably would have said, no way. I hate those things. I don't want to be organized, and I don't want to use a process like that. But I've realized over the years that even though I'm not a project manager, it's something that learning about project management has helped me on so many fronts. It's helped me with the team, helped me really understand how to serve them well, because we have excellent project managers here that lead and support our team and our clients. It's also helped me serve our clients more effectively, because it's helped me think about things in a methodical method. And that's what I want to break down a little bit for you today, because if you haven't explored this, even if you're not going to become a project manager, even if you're just a leader in a different way in your business, this is something that if you utilize, it will help you more incrementally and methodically reach your goals. And so the first thing that's really valuable in learning project management is it really does help you think methodically. It takes the visionary big idea, the dream, what you're trying to accomplish, and it helps you really methodically think about, how do I break this down into smaller chunks? And then how do I set due dates for individual tasks that are inside of those things? And so the way I look at it is, okay, I know in my head, I have the vision of what should happen. I have this grand dream. I have everything that I think I want to accomplish. And I talk to my clients. We have this big idea, these big visions, and that's all great. And you have to have that in order to move forward and be successful with a marketing campaign or build a big application. Like we're building a huge application right now for a client that is going to totally revolutionize their industry. So we built the user stories. We're coding the technology in the back end. We're doing all the design work. We're going to help them market it. We're doing front to back this huge project. But if I just stayed at the big visionary end of it, I wouldn't be able to break it down into phases so my client can understand what we're going to do phase by phase. And then I wouldn't be able to, if our project managers didn't help me kind of think this through as well, I wouldn't be able to break things down into smaller chunks inside those phases, and then individual tasks that need to be accomplished on a daily and a weekly basis. But if you can learn the skill of thinking on both levels, zoomed out with a big visionary, look at, the big visionary kind of dream, what you want to accomplish, and then zoomed into here's the phases, here's the smaller chunks inside those phases, and here's the incremental tasks. If you can learn to navigate both levels, then you can become really powerful and impactful in how you serve your clients, how you serve your team, and how you communicate as a whole. And the other benefit of studying project management is it brings a real healthy, but sometimes harsh, reality into play, where you go, I want to achieve all these things. But if I'm honest and look at the three, I went through a project management course and said this was the triangle steering wheel, or the three-pointed steering wheel of project management. And so there's three things that we have to keep in mind, even when we want to achieve our big dream. And that's time, budget, and resources. And so even though we like to think sometimes as leaders, entrepreneurs, that we have unlimited time and that we can just ask our team to do more and go harder and that we'll figure out and find the money. Well, all of those things are true at some level. It can be chaotic if we try to operate and actually lead like that consistently. Instead of taking that path, if you assess the time you have, the schedule you have to get something done, and then you look at your resources, which is the products you have to put in, the resources and the labor resources, and then you say, okay, here's the budget we need to hit it in. You now have 3 control points with which you can steer the process, or you can coach and help your team, and you can go through and figure out, okay, with these constraints, how can we reach our goal? And it helps for me, who's definitely more naturally a visionary dreamer and thinker on that front. It helps me to be able to break those down into those few different pieces, and be able to go, okay, here's the reality of that. I only have, 6 developers to put on this project. And so, that gives me, X amount of hours. That gives me, whatever that number is, 240 hours a week to do the work. And in reality, we also have to be planning and doing other things like that. So I can't get a full 8 hours of development in. It's a little bit less than that because we need to plan for the day. We need to plan ahead. There's other administrative things that happen. I can start to break down what my real resources are on a project. And that allows me to be realistic in how I coach and lead the team, how I communicate to our clients, and it helps me price accurately. So again, even if project management isn't going to be your main focus in your business and you're leading a different area, I really believe in the entrepreneurial role as CEOs, as the entrepreneur, as the leader of a business. It's important for us to have a good handle understanding on project management so that we can lead effectively and we can start to think differently. That methodical thinking, breaking things into phases, chunking things down into real small step-by-step tasks with due dates. That's how you incrementally make massive progress and can grow substantially. And what I'm going to share with you a little bit later this week on the show is how using a similar thought process has allowed me to double the business over 18 months. So I'm excited to share that with you. But if you have any questions about this thought process, this approach, or even if you need input on how to level up your project management team, I have some great resources and some folks that I've worked with over the years that I'd love to refer to you. But whatever you need help with us on this front, be sure to reach out. And I would just encourage you to start thinking with a project management mindset as you think about how to incrementally break down and accomplish your goals. When you do that, it brings healthy reality to your big visionary dreams, and it will allow you to be realistic in how you execute on those plans. So I appreciate you taking time to tune in, and I look forward to seeing you on the show tomorrow.